All right. So I'm just now starting the commentary. If you haven't heard me, it wasn't you, it was we. But now we are ready to roll. First game in the books. Zach breaking in game number 2. We'll find out who got that game. Had to take care of something else admin wise. One moment. All right, Jim with game 1. Zach looking to tie it up here with game 2. I decided to push out and make the 9. Didn't want to leave it hanging over the pocket. There was nothing he could do offensively with that 2 ball. Mitigated risk and pocketed the 9 ahead of time, putting it on the spot. Jim probably looking to play safe here. Ooh, wanted it to sneak behind that 3, didn't quite make it. All right, that 8 ball right in front is going to make getting shape more tricky. I don't think he'll have any problem pocketing the ball. But needs to roll forward, doesn't want to stay right where it's at unless he's thinking combo. Well, he's looking all the way down table. Oh, playing safe. All right, not a bad shot at all if you didn't like what you had to work with. Smart shot. I think he was looking for the freeze, which he didn't quite get. Wanted that to be kissing the 8 ball, cutting off as many angles as possible. And you can see right here, Jim, if he is able to go to the side rail, chances of hitting the ball increase considerably. Looking at the Z kick, it looks like. It's all about getting a good hit and then hoping for a good enough roll to roll safe or make it. Oh, it went right around it. Went right around it. Safety successful. Ball in hand. Versus Apocalypse. Zach Myers, he will end your day. On the pool table, anyway. Good, nice dude. He's not going to end your day any other way than the basketball court or the pool table. That kind of straight here might be drawn all the way back to the top rail. Wants to be really straight on for the 4-5 combo. Nope, decided just to punch over. Hit it very well. Very good shot there. Good indeed. All right, just needs to stay in line here. Make sure he makes the shots. and should be out. Nine ball for a tie ball game, one each. And there it is. All right, let's see if we can't keep this going game for game. Maybe with Jim catching an extra one and making it hill-hill. Well, no, game for game would make it hill-hill. Because it would go from 9-9. At 9-9, if Jim got the next one, it would be, or no, 8-8. My apologies. Had a little trouble with the math there. What a break that you missed. That is the results of the break. If I had a way to replay it back for you, I certainly would. My apologies. Pretty rookie mistake right there. All right, this one is all about getting that one ball down with any kind of a shot on the four ball. I think he's cutting it back to the right as we see it, his left. That would work fairly well. Probably would have liked to have been down table, half a diamond or so. But it doesn't really need to do with anything except take the cue ball up table. Just like so, and things are looking good for game number 3 to get on Jim's side of the board. All right, so just to make sure I'm not talking to the wind, somebody drop me a note. Let me know if you can hear me. Two rails, did not overcook it, which is what you want to avoid in that situation. Gave himself a real good shot, roll forward just off the rail, possibly come across table. Well, Tommy, what can I say? That's what I said when I heard you moved away. But I hope it's working out for you. There we go, come across off the rail. Great shot. Thank you, Robert. I took that one into the edge of the pocket. You could see just a little bit of a twitch from his body there. If you paid real close attention. All right, that makes it 2-1. Zach Myers up to break. Nothing down. But not quite the easy table Jim was looking at his last time that he began a table run. A lot more work to do here. Yep. And he just said he was trying to hold it for the 2 ball. Took his focus off of pocketing the ball. All right, see if he chooses to try to get behind that 6 ball with the cue, or tries to send the cue ball down table. Was trying to get there and did not like the results of that. Overstruck that considerably. The 1 did not stay on the side rail, and the cue ball stayed nowhere near the 6. Right, looking to clear out the 4 and get on the 2 here. I think it cleared enough for him to hit it. Don't know that he can make it. Let's see if he gets cute with the 9 ball. Because if he hits it right, he's separating the 2 and the cue, giving a little bit of a cushion for, well, just trying to put it on top of the 9 ball. Once again, definitely can hit the ball. Don't know that he can cut it enough to pocket it. All right, undercooked or overcooked? Looks undercooked. But his reaction told me that he was trying to hold it for the side pocket. And he has been overcooking his shape so far. A couple games for speed adjustment should dial him in. He needs to come over towards the 5 for the 4. Well, it's not often you're happy with a miss. This might be one of those cases. 4 ball is going to make kicking at the 3 on that bottom rail impossible. We need to come 1 rail back at it. Could possibly go up table. If he goes up table, might be looking 2 rails. Yep, he's mapping out that 2 rail now. I think he's going 2 rails. Nope, looks like 1 rail. Oh, he shortened it up with some English. All right, now Zach's turn at the table with ball in hand and everything in the open. The kind of outs you have to take advantage of, even though it's early in the game or early in the match. All right, I'll be right back with you. Got something to take care of here while you enjoy Zach running out here with ball in hand. Looks pretty open, looks pretty basic. All right. I am back. See if we can keep this thing close throughout this long of a race. Typically, somebody gets a little bit ahead, and there's often then a comeback. See what kind of match we're in for today. Neck and neck the whole way. Or is someone going to have to mount a comeback? Wants to miss the 7. Might be going all the way around table. Hmm. Yeah, I still think he was trying to miss that. Unless it didn't go and I missed that little nugget of information. But I don't believe it did go. Or, I believe it did go, and I think he was trying to go all the way around the table. Good speed, real good speed. Had the two-way and the out all in one shot. Nicely done. This one does take a bit of a easy stroke. If you stun it, you're going to pop over too close to the 8. We would have liked to have been dead straight in and just stun follow. So he's going to have to roll it, or he's going to have trouble keeping the line. Yeah, he didn't like it at all, so he just stunned all the way back, and now he's in trouble. Not too much trouble to be overcome. This shot is definitely pretty makeable, really makeable shot for him, but he decided not to take it on. That tells you that he was not completely confident with it. It was tough. Definitely expect to hit. And the pocket as well. Nice shot indeed. Well done there, Jim. Well, let's see if that makes Zach think twice next time he's lining up a tough offensive shot or a safety. So it looked like Zach was about ready to jump out with the lead, but instead, Jim with the lead, 3-2 over Zach. Zach with the break. Kicking Jim Hopkins, absolutely. Got a piece of it, got enough to cut it to the bottom right. I don't think he can hit it full on, or he might roll up on top of the 3. So we'll see what he does here. If it's this tough, why not give that 9 a whirl? Probably because it's low percentage and not the right shot. Goodness gracious. I think this is my first time streaming. Yeah, Tommy, tell you what, Tommy, you send me a self-addressed stamped envelope and I promise a full refund on today's stream. So anybody that wants to send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, you get a refund on today's stream. How about that? All right. Zach figuring out which way to go here. Gonna try to tuck behind the two. Pretty close to the rail. Well, that is what you call close. And I could not get my farming meme in time. Gosh darn it. Zach with the 2 ball. Nice bump on the 3. Did not want to be on top of the 9. Nice bump on the 5, I should say. But did not like where the 5 ended up, nor the cue ball. So I guess nice bump. Might have been a little premature. Definitely got a tough shot here. I think at this point you might even look for 2-way or 4-1 safe. I definitely left it tough. A tough shot with a tough out. So you want to look to not leave your opponent anything and improve the position of the table for your return to it. If you're going to lock them up, if you're not sure, leave it tough. You can try just to separate, maybe use the 8 as a blocker. Yep, tried to get it under the 8 ball. Whoa, slow down, slow down. Yep, these rails at Musette will definitely return the energy that you put into it. Another tough combo into the same pocket. We pocketed an earlier combo. Got this one. Needs the cue ball to come up a little further. It has not. It's come up enough to definitely make it makeable, but it is still tough. 4 ball's close enough for it to be a fairly big pocket. But the 5 ball, that's the question. He's all worried about the 5 ball and now has found the side pocket. Love how that side pocket just swallows them up. All right, 5 ball, still trouble. Let's see what Jim does with it. That's aggressive. Wow. All right, and playing with the fact of how lucky he got, he did let us know that, well, you know what? It was a happy accident. I won't tell him what he compared it to. Yeah, he did openly admit that the way that it got played was a bit of an accident. I think maybe he was trying to go above it. At any rate, it's no accident with the rest of the way Jim's been shooting that he's about to go up 4-2. This 9 ball on the top left. Jim will be breaking as well. Zach is definitely not shot poorly, just made a couple of mistakes that have cost him a couple of racks, as 9 ball can do. Jim with the head-on break. Oh, does not get anything down this time and has not left a shot. I think it was his last break that Jim had. He absolutely crushed it, made 3 or 4 balls, and ran out in about 53 seconds. This break, nothing down, and no shot on the one. It looks like we're going for the jump cue. All right, let's see how it goes here. Expect the hit to get the hit. Oh, caught the 3 on the way over. Cue ball on the run. Ball in hand for Jim, looking to extend his lead. So everything's got a pocket, nothing's tied up, but it is one of those little tricky layouts with 4 balls right there in the middle. Sometimes getting shape on balls all that close together can be a little more difficult than with a little more distance to work with. Doing so good. So far, so good. Should roll up for the 4 on the side. Unless this angle's too much. If he's got too much angle, he might go down table, side rail, bottom rail, back up table. Can't play the 4 to the top left. Checking his angle now. Might come right up between the 4 and the 9. Ooh, little bump there. All right, I'm guessing that's not exactly what he wanted, but he's definitely got a good shot at it now. I think I saw him point as a bank. Not that you have to call it. Oh, that is what Zach needed right there. Got to take advantage of this opportunity. Not much angle to work with. Let's roll up short side. Nope. Oh, yep, he did. He is rolling up short side. It's a good shot. Now you've got a huge landing spot for shape on the 6 up table. So just focus on following up table and pocketing the 5. Good shot. He hit that exactly how he wanted. Oh, what's he doing? What is he doing there? Oh, Zach. Just missed on the 2-way again. I think that might not even have been a two-way. I think he was all out trying to get the cue ball behind that 8. Good stroke here, followed a round table. Probably going 2 to 3 rails behind or around the 9. Just came 2 rails right back up. Had a much straighter look at it than I thought he did. Up and back for the 9 ball. All right, looking to extend the lead by 3 games. First 3-game lead of the match. A moment ago we were at 2-2. As that 9 finds the bottom of the pocket, we find ourselves now at 5-2. Almost spoke too close, too fast. That was a little close. Did not look like it was going to be anywhere near there, but that gravity of the side pocket definitely did its thing. All right, Zach with the break, looking to shorten the lead. Even looking to shorten the lead back to 2 games. Got the Joneses in the house tonight. If you've ever touched a pool cue in the Omaha area, you probably know the Joneses. I'm going to take a firm stroke on this one. Those get more difficult when you're struggling with your confidence. Well, he decided not to go with the firm stroke and just take the long shot here. And that's the difference between when you're shooting with confidence and not. Is when you have a shot where you need to stroke it. You'll sometimes take the softer shot, sacrificing on the next shot, just because you're not feeling the confident stroke that you often do. I don't have to tell any of you that. Four ball could help out. Don't think it did. Well, you don't have that confident stroke going. There's some shots that are just going to end up putting you in a tougher situation 1 or 2 shots down the road. Oh, and this one looks like Zach got away with it. I don't know how open that 3 ball is, but I'm certain that it's enough so that he can throw it in. He's already eyeing that 4 ball, so that tells me the 3 ball is not a concern. Those are pretty tight, but it can definitely be thrown in, I think. All right, there we go. Got in line. I'd have wanted to drop down a little bit lower so that he could stun it towards the 6 ball. Still plenty good shot. Stop or draw. There you go. That's a good feeling to get that one down. I think it's going to be what he needs to get this out. This one, you might be best off staying short side on the 7 unless you're drawn back. Watch that side pocket. couldn't do it. Couldn't draw it back like he wanted. Took his eye off the shot. That brings Jim to the table, who is eyeing a 6-2 lead with 4 balls in front of him. All right, forced it around. Should be coming off of 2 rails, right rail, left rail, rolling into shape for the 8. Oh, and he squirted it. He twisted and shouted on that one. Now he gave that a little twist of the wrist. We'll see it when he goes back to watch that one. He just tried to add something last minute. That's what it looks like to me, and I know because that's what I do far too often. Literally mid-stroke, we'll decide to put a little more right or something. Typically, poor results happen. I assure you the 4-railer crossed Jim's mind, but he'll be cutting it in here. Not crossed his mind as actually shooting it, but that it was there. Overcut, and we went from some great shooting to a little bit of struggle in this track. Wants it to stay straight on, but Zach got the better of that. Yeah, both these players are in the 550 to 600 Fargo. This game has been a struggle. All right, there you go, Zach. Come off the bottom rail, and you should be in shape to close the gap. All right, and now 5-3, back to a 2-game lead for Jim. Here's the path they took to get here. Working their way through that bracket. I'm actually going to let you see this break. It's feeling extra kind. Thought I would actually put the break itself on the stream, since I've missed 2 of them already. There we go. And at Jim, and now again with another dry break, but no shot on the 1. Push out for Zach. I expect Jim to take a swing at this by it lays for a good safe, separating the Q and the 1 and using the 8-7 or the 6-5 as some blockers. Unless you can see it to make it. All right, let's see what Zach's doing here. Almost looks like he's going safe. Going pretty straight on. Lots of balls available for blocking. He has chosen the 3, and I think he did get a partial block. Hard to tell for sure. He was trying to lay the 1 ball on the top rail. And it almost got too heavy on that 8 ball. Did barely caught a piece of it. Another tough combo into the same pocket he's been making the combos into. Oh no, he had the side pocket open. Great shot. That's even with 3 games under his belt. Zach has not shown a full out yet that I remember in any of those 3. Really used that for his confidence. Yeah, good shot there. Let's see if he just rolls up a touch for the 6 on the side. Like so. All right, things are looking good now. Just concentrate on each shot. Don't look ahead. Pocket the one in front of you, and you're down to a 1 game deficit. Not even that, considering the spot. All right, cinch it back for the 8. Try not to get too cute going from the 8 to the 9. The 9 ball is makeable from 85% of the table. All right, gave himself enough an angle. He may need to go around with some top left 3 rails or 2 rails, or just, I'd say just leave it right up there, up table. Take the long shot, or come back 2 rails. Watch the side pockets. Good shot. And just the out he needed. Got a good shot in there. Tested his stroke a little, coming off 2 rail shape for the 9. 2 of the 3 game deficit he faced a moment ago. 2 of those 3 games are gone. He's now racking and down 1. Up 1, depending on how you look at it, or right about even, if you look at it a different way. All right, there we got a ball down. Had a couple of dry breaks recently in the match, but got one down there, and a peek at a piece of the 1. Not enough to make it. That's a lot of distance to try to slow roll on a bar box, especially. Oh, he just took a swing. Let 9 ball be 9 ball. Not too bad to not leave something real easy. See if Jim back cuts it. I don't think you can see enough of it to take it to the top left. All right, that works well as well. Good shot there. Wanted to bury it right on top of him, though, and take away the kick that Zach was about to make. Looks like he's coming across the top of the one. Oh, he came right into it and pocketed that thing. That's a fantastic shot. Somebody deserves a dance. All right, the separation. Wanted those balls to both be real close to the side rails. Two popped out much further than he would have liked. Definitely makeable on the side with shape on the 3. I don't think the 5 goes past the 8 to the top right. No, I don't think that 5 goes to the top right. So he'll have to figure that out from the 3 to the 4 and get the correct shape. Right now, 2 ball, side pocket, come back across. Good shot. I think he's going to be playing to take the 4 ball up table. Unless he can guarantee to land right where he's at now. I think if you play to take the 4 ball up table, it gives you a much larger margin of shape that will work. As long as he's anywhere between where the cue ball is now and the side rail, he'll be able to make something work. Problem with playing shape to play this. Oh, wow. This whole time, me and Zach both. All right, so yeah, he got so caught up in shape and where he wanted to be on that 4 ball, he just decided to go ahead and shoot it from there. Definitely an oops moment, might cost a quick game here. Follow up off the 4, just a touch, stun, follow maybe. Or stop shot, I like a stun follow. I was able to squirt to the side a touch, should be good here. Tie it up at 5 each. All right, Jim's going to take a short break. We'll do the same. Be right back. All right, I am back. We've got a match. Last game, Jim just got so focused on getting shape on the 4, he forgot that 3 was on the table and fired away. My sound has changed, Jody. Let me check something here. Okay, so it sounds like the sound is temporarily terrible or changed. And Zach looking to get a first straight up lead of the match here. Needs it to slow up. And that is what we call getting close to your work. Oh, that's not going to do. All right, second attempt at that same safe. That one had better results. Still not exactly what he's looking for. If we only ever got exactly what we're looking for, though, that would be pretty unusual. All right, good shot there. Roll forward a little bit. And just roll forward to the side pocket or a hair under, right about even with the side pocket. Oh, went way under, coming up for the side pocket for the 9 ball. Guess he didn't want to hit it that soft. To get the lead back. And caught the knuckle. Is that going to sit on the rail? It has sat very close. Not quite right on the rail, but that is definitely going to be a tough cut. Needs this for the straight up lead. All right. Good shot there from Zach. Now up 6-5. He needs 3. Jim needs 6. Now Jim is the one going to be trying to make up ground. The last 4 games have gone Zach's way. Jim hoping for an opportunity to change that on Zach's break. Let me do a score check. Yep, score's good, 6-5. Zach with the break. Got a ball down. Funny looking break there. Is he going to move out of the way? Well, he does have a piece of the one. Can probably hit it just about straight on. Right, not what he was looking for. That's going to leave a pretty easy kick for Jim or a straight up make. Not even sure he has to kick at it. All right, got the one down. Left a little bit of close work to the two. Going to try to utilize the 6 here. I'd rather not sit in front of the pocket, though. I'm not looking at the 1 or 2 rail kick here. If he's going up table, he's probably looking at hitting the second rail. In this case, going off that second rail is going to make shape a bit tougher. That cue ball will be moving towards the back of the 9-8. So speed's going to be real important. Good hit. And well, let's see what happens here. That's be an interesting little decision. Are we going to lay up for safe or let something ride? Sure, he's laying up safe here. Maybe a two-way with the bank. Well, I think he's looking. Okay, looking at sending the 2 ball to the top rail. Maybe trying to get lucky with the 9 and leave the cue behind the 3. Well, actually, that was really well played. Obviously, he was hoping to tuck to the 3 a little better. 2 balls sitting closer to the pocket than he would have wanted. Got the hit again. All right, let's see if Jim plays the safe yet again using the 6. Just roll the 2 ball down to the other end of the table, bring the cue ball off the rail, tuck it on the 6. All right, Zach is kicking again. He's been getting the hits, but he's been leaving Jim opportunities to play the safe back. Eventually, something's got to give. What's it going to be? It's going to be Jim with the ball in hand and the 3 being rolled in front of the pocket. Checking out the table. 7-8 looks to be about the only trouble. Not that I would call it a lot of trouble, but yeah, your window to get on the 7 is going to make going from the 7 to the 8. It is going to require a pretty good shot. If he can get dead straight on the 7, like he's at right now, it won't be a problem at all. But he's going to be coming to the 7 from that 6. Well, and that 6 just got more interesting. Looking flat here on the 5 and close to the rail. Not taking any chances. Nice shot. Yeah, he just got far too flat. Didn't, and he was too close to the rail. He couldn't draw it out of there. And going forward was not going to assure him a good shot to go from the 6 to the 7. Looking at 2 or 3 rails here. Pace will tell us. Well, he might have been playing 3 rails, but he did not give it nearly enough speed for anything to happen, even if he contacted that 5. But maybe he was only playing 2 rails. Jim might be looking to... Oh, there we go. Yeah, doesn't like that either. I think he's just going to play to come draw it straight back. Oh, pretty sure that's not the angle he wanted it to go. But he's got a shot. If you get good on the 7, you are golden. If you get funny on the 7, it's going to take a little bit of work to go 7 to the 8. And Zach finds himself kicking or jumping again. That might be the one that brings this game to a conclusion. Tough to tell how much of an angle he's got, whether he'll go up table and back or just go up to center table. Not quite center table, maybe. Come around the back side of the 8 or stay on that side with some inside, either way. And there we go. Jim has put it back at 6-all on the raw score. All right, Jim with the break. Trying to get up a game now. A reminder how they got here. I got the one ball up table. Doesn't have to do too much with it. It looks like he's going on the other side of the 8. I think I'd be using some inside to keep on this side of the 8 where the 2's laying. I risk going behind the 8. Well, he did come out on the other side of the 8, but yeah, he was real close to being stuck behind that 8. Would not have mattered since the 1 didn't drop. All right, lots of balls to get in the way, going from the 1 to the 2. Oh, no. And the 7 is not one of them that I thought would be a problem. I got to tell you that right now. Of all the balls on the table I thought might come into play, the 7 wasn't one of them. He just caught that one ball far too thin. Speed of the cue ball was barely affected, came all the way back down table. If not for a little kiss from the 3, he might have been at the bottom of that bottom right pocket. Rolling towards Jim's hand for the ball in hand on the 2 ball. That certainly didn't come out with the same flow I expected. All right, so Zach finds himself kicking again, at this time his own doing. A smart play from Jim, though, throughout the last few games. He wasn't pocketing the balls at the same confidence level he was early. And so he started playing safe. Give yourself some ball in hands. Zach trying to tie up or leave that 3 maybe just on that rail or tie it up. Did not like the position of that 3 ball when all was said and done. You're going to give up ball in hand. You want to make it tougher. Jim just on up table. It's pretty straight. Might just be drawn straight back. Well, he keeps like going around the backside of that 8 ball. One rail short side. That's a good decision there. The short side's not that short, and 2 rails is going to be tough. We got some cheese on the line for these gentlemen. Both of them have done well enough to be insured. They get to pocket some cheese. Basically, they're playing for $150, having both already assured themselves $150. And oh, overcut that. Little quick stroke there, and look at that. That is definitely not what he was looking for. But we don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. Zach kicking yet again. And it's going to bounce up for a good shot for Jim. Ooh, wanted that to pop off the side rail, not hang out next to it. Does look like he's got enough of an angle to still make things work out. All right, found himself about the 47-yard line. So he's going with the side pocket. Guarantee shape. Nearly guarantee shape, I should say. Oh, changed his mind. Trying to stun it over to the bottom, near the bottom left corner. Yeah, needed to stun that a little more so that it, or a little more draw, so that it didn't go over to that side rail with such speed. Looking at kind of see if he can do, just want to just barely thin it and leave it on the rail, and then make them distant and parallel. Well, he has left it tough. Going for the separation caused him to hit it harder, bringing that 9 ball further off the bottom rail, making this shot a little easier. Zach with the 9 ball to go with the lead again and got it. Nice shot, Zach. Zach now needs 2. I got a couple of questions to answer for someone here. Be right back with you. Oh, well, look at that. I guess Zach doesn't have 2. 7-6. Yeah, I implemented a 5-game penalty, but it was overturned. No, I just mistyped it as a 2. 7-6 Zach. He needs 2 games. Oh, that's what I did. As I was typing, I said he needs 2 games, and I typed a 2. I bet that's what happened. And he's got 1 down. Got an open shot. 3 ball. The 1 and the 2 are both right there. Should be easy enough. 3 ball goes to the bottom left. The 3-9 is not really lined up, but always tempting. All right, this gives him a good line to take the 3 ball to the bottom left corner. Good speed there. Good soft stroke. All right, drawn back is going to increase the angle on the 4. Let's see what he does here. Going forward brings the 9 into play. He's trying to get to the side rail. It is. Good shot. And I don't know that he's going to go to the side rail and come back out again. He'll have to really punch it hard. So let's see what he does here. Just drew it straight back. Good shot. Just bring it forward. Probably bringing the cue ball just off of that side rail. Oh, came to the other side. Good shot there. He's got an angle that he can bring the cue ball closer to the 8 here. A little bit of a stone draw. Oh, he nearly made a mess out of that. Too much draw, not enough stun. But I like drawing this back for the 9 in the right side pocket, but we'll see what he's doing here. Decided to play for one of the corners. He still gets to decide which one from here. shooter's choice at this point. I like to. Oh, he is going bottom left. A little bit of draw. Watch the corner pocket. That cue ball is going to want to follow. Good shot. All right, now that puts him on the hill. Jim has got a simple message right now, and that is a simple task, I should say. And that is to win the next 5. The good news is it's starting with his break. And if he's able to complete this one and the comeback, it will end with his break as well. All right, well, this time he got a ball down, but he stuck with the recent habit of not having a shot at the one ball afterwards. The other times he had dry broke. This time it's his job to deal with it. Going to push out, leave it up to Zach. I do not expect Zach to give this back. Jim has left him a tester. Can he make the long straight in with pressure? And gave it back to him. The pressure's really on Jim, so that's probably a good call there. Even though it's dead straight in, Jim has been struggling. But, well, you know, the call depends on how you're feeling at the table. Well, that did not work out too bad. Zach should be able to leave the cue behind the 7, take the 1 down table. Oh, he's just playing the soft save. Did not get the cover he wanted. Let's see if Jim tries to get that cue ball to the other side of the table behind the 4. Tries to send that 1 ball towards the 8. Let's see if he just knows he needs to go ahead and get after it and get this. Oh, that is what he's looking at. Hard to judge the speed here. I just concentrated on the 1 ball. I think he left a piece of it. Don't think Zach can see enough of it to cut it in. Be trying to separate again. Cue ball and 1 ball. Oh, it looks like he can see it. He's going right at it. Well, he's left a real tester here on the 4. I believe he can see it. He's kicking at it. Well, that was the 3 ball. My apologies. I thought that was the 5 ball. And that changed the whole outlook. One more good shot puts him in a great position to win this match. All right, Jim needs to find his stroke. Had it early on. And ball and hand will sure help, but I don't think that's good enough to get a ball in hand. May get him a turn at the table again. Pretty sure Zach can see a piece of it. Don't know that he can see it in order to make it. Oh, boy, could he. But seeing the 6 ball is a different story. Which way is he going? He's trying to. Can he see a piece? Oh no, he's cutting behind it. And that's not going to work in his favor. And he did get some separation, but they decided to return into each other's vicinity. And now has a real good opportunity for Jim to get this game. All right, Jim needs to just keep this going now. Come off the bottom rail, back up for the 8. Coming up short. Still should be making this shot. Trying to find his path. I saw the shoulder move there, overcut it. I think that was possibly planned. If not, that was considered as the better option is overcut, either make it or overcut it. The position of the cue ball tells me that might have been the intent the whole time. Zach, one shot here. Is he going for the bank? He's not. That same safe has not been kind to him. They just try to separate and put him on the side rails. Zach, Facebookless Myers. Yeah, I heard that's what you guys wanted. Is his nickname. Quite fitting. All right, Jim. Looks like he's going to get this game. Push some authority. 9-ball corner pocket. 4 games in a row is now the goal. Gonna have to survive 2 Zach's breaks, and here comes the first one. All right, thank you to Christina Marie Photography and Omaha Heartland Pool for the support they have provided and continue to provide, including money added to the bank ring game, final Friday every month. This month it happens to be the night before the high roller taking place at Shooters. So Friday night there will be a bank ring game at Musette Bar. Saturday there will be a high roller scotch doubles at Shooters. 16 team limit, currently at 13, possibly 14. And that is next Saturday, last Saturday in July. Final Friday, as always, for the bank ring. And then this Saturday happens to be, or not this Saturday, the final Saturday of the month. Happens to be high roller scotch doubles. All right, Jim leaving some bait out in the open. Let's see if Zach can get away with it cleanly. Let's see if this is going to cause Jim to be able to reel him in just a little bit closer. Well, and there we have our answer. Jim might be looking at the 9 ball here, especially if he thinks he can play a two-way, draw back under the 3 and send the 1 ball down to the other end of the table. Or just make them both. And Jim's break, leading 3 now. Zach still on the hill, leading the 1. Let's go indeed. Do we have a ball down? We do. We got a 9 ball hanging over a pocket. We got a 2 ball out in the middle of the table. This might be a couple of real quick games on Jim's side of the board, if he can get shape on that too. Instead, now the 9 sitting in the pocket and the man on the hill, Mr. Zakopoulos himself. Zappa, can't even remember how I said it now. Zapocalypse Myers, Zach Zapocalypse Myers, looking to end Jim's day and run in this bracket, and he has made it interesting, quite interesting. He's definitely got a shot at the 2 ball into the corner. Can he punch the cue ball over to get the 9, or is he even going to look at that? He did not look at it. Now we're going from the 2 to the 4 to the 5. At this point, I think we're looking at the attempt of the run out, not a early 9. Although Jim does like these kind of shots. I don't think he'll do it, but he was looking at bringing the cue ball back and forth at the 9. Well, he is going to be going for, well, is he going to be going for the 9? Because it does play a good two-way. Nope, he is going for the out. 8 ball's real big here. Well, might be going for a little two-way. I think he's going to try to plant that cue ball on the left side of the table and put that 6 towards the 9. Nope, trying to go 2 rails with the 6. I have no idea what these guys are doing. Kind of like when I play. Well, the 6 ball definitely doesn't go anywhere but to the bottom left without involving a carom. Let's see if he's going to take a swing at that 9. Send the 6 ball that way and see what happens. He did, and we're still alive. Jim is still breathing. He needs one really good draw stroke here. I think he's going to be drawn back to short side. I don't think he's going to even try to get to the other side. If it fell naturally to the other side for the 7-9, he would. Oh, it did come to the short side. Well, but trying to stay short side might have cost him. I think he's eyeing the 9 ball, try to stun the 7-up table and take the cue into the 9. Got it. And we've got a match, folks. We have got a match. Jim is one game away from making this thing hill. Zach up to break. The pressure has definitely shifted. Yeah, might be getting a little tight there. Under Zach's Adidas t-shirt. Jim with 3 in a row. All right, and ball's down, but no shot on the 1. Have not been that many opportunities after the break for either player since early in the game. Yeah, another push out. I think he's getting this one back. Unless the 1 is cleanly pocketed from here. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's not getting it back because that 2 ball's hanging in the corner. I think you can see enough of the 1. All right, and that's shot down. 2 to the 3. Looking like a real important shot here. After that, if you get good on the 3, you really got to like Jim's chances of finishing the out. Although he got on the 3, I don't know about getting good on the 3. I mean, he's got good in the manner of a shot where he can get to that 4 ball. Let's see if he punches to the side rail and brings the cue ball out for the 4 on the side, or stays under the 4. Yeah, I think he wanted that cue ball to be further up table. A little soft to get around it. I think he was trying to go around the 5 as well. I don't like thinning the 5 and thinning the 5 and sending the cue to the 6 ball. That corner pocket gets kind of big. Try to just get some separation. Hopefully get the. Oh no, he's just gonna pocket it. No, he's not. And the two-way allowed? I can't tell. I just cannot tell. All right, Zach here. All right, got a little fortunate there and left it fairly tough. But Jim will take it. It's an opportunity to make this thing hill with the break. Could try to bank the 5 ball and bring the cue ball back around near where it is now. Get a little two-way going. Well, once again, left the 5 near the corner and the 8 slightly, if not fully interfering. I don't think this one's... Well, I can't tell how open this one is. But Jim, with the last 3 in a row, to make this one heck of a game. Is that coming up light? The storm that his apocalypse brought on that one. Fills it out a little early, but a chance to get separation and a blocker here. Yeah, good shot there. See if Jim can do the kick and stick from behind. Oh, he's going the other way. Okay, well, he got the hit and he has left a shot. 3 balls left for $300. Yeah, that was close. And it wants it to get away from that rail, and it has. And this for the match. Jim with a great comeback. Is he going to get an opportunity to finish it? He is not. And that is it. Game, set, and bracket for Zach Apocalypse Myers. So straight up, 9 each. Go with the spot. Zach gets the cash. Gonna go give these gentlemen some money now, if you don't mind.